Good morning, my name's Alice Swain and I'm the officer in the Salvation Army in Mould. This morning for our pause for thought, I wanted to share with you a little extract from this book that I've written called Flourishing in the Wilderness. You can get it from SP&S, you can get it through Amazon, on Kindle and in paperback. And I'm not sharing it because I want to promote my book, I'm sharing it because actually as I've been rereading it, it's so relevant to this time that we are in and the days that we're living in. So here I am this morning, it's 6 a.m, the sun is rising, we've got flowers blooming, you can hear the birds singing. And I want to share with you today about thinking right. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Have you ever thought about what you're thinking about? If you counted up the topics of the things you dwell on, what would your top ones be? Worries? Fear? Sorrow? We're all guilty of spending far too much time worrying, and often our minds can be full of negative thoughts. Our thoughts directly affect the things we say and do. If we're constantly bound up with worry, fear and sorrow, things can become so negative. In this verse, we're told that what we should be thinking about. If we begin to focus on things that are true, noble, right, pure and lovely, admirable, excellent and praiseworthy, we'll start to look and react to life in a different way. We are in a battle, and it's taking place in our minds. The devil wants us to think negatively and will try and tell us lies in order to encourage us to think on things which will bring sorrow, fear, and a mind full of negativity. From the very beginning of God's word, we clearly see how the devil tries to encourage humanity to think negatively and then act upon it. When Eve met the serpent in the Garden of Eden, it immediately made her question God's love for her and the instructions that she'd been given. Genesis chapter 3 verse 6 says, "When the woman saw the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for growing wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it." This began a pattern for us where the devil tries to take advantage of our mind by telling us lies. The sad thing is, we so often believe them. For many of us, it seems easier to believe the enemy rather than the truth of the Saviour. Jesus in his time on earth also faced the lies of the enemy when he was tempted in the desert. However, every time the devil tried to get him to question his Father, he responded, "It is written." The key for Jesus and the key for each of us today is to think upon the true, the noble, the right, the pure, the lovely, admirable, excellent and praiseworthy things that we read in the Word of God. The true Word of God is a gift that can bring life to us and the situations we face. James 1 verse 18 says, "He chose to give birth to us by giving us his true word, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession." You are a masterpiece. You are a prized possession of God. We need to replace each of the lies of the enemy with the truth of Christ. We need to fight that battle in our minds, and God calls us to never give up. Some days you might feel like you're losing, but never forget, Christ has already won the war. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 5 says, "We demolish every argument and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." By thinking on the Word of God and all the things God tells us to think about, we're able to take captive every thought that is contrary. We take hold of that power to demolish the lies of the enemy and to change our attitude even in the difficult times. We serve a gracious God who is always giving us what we need to succeed. When we begin to take our thoughts captive, we may feel like we're failing miserably, but we're always changing from glory to glory, and we're being transformed as our mind is constantly renewed. Romans 12 verse 2 says, "Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So, today, when you start to have negative thoughts, try to replace them with thoughts that are positive. Better still, take them captive with the Word of God. There's a beautiful song in the Salvation Army songbook that talks about this, one of my favourite worship songs. Listen as I read it to you, and I pray that it will be your prayer this morning too. Lord, I come to you. Let my heart be changed, renewed, flowing from the grace that I found in you. And Lord, I've come to know the weaknesses I see in me will be stripped away by the power of your love. Lord, unveil my eyes. Let me see you face to face. The knowledge of your love as you live in me. Lord, renew my mind as your will unfolds in my life, in living every day in the power of your love. Hold me close. Let your love surround me. Bring me near. Draw me to your side. And as I wait, I'll rise up like the eagle, and I will soar with you. Your spirit leads me on in the power of your love. May the Lord bless you this morning. Amen.